In this episode of Café, José, we're going to talk about RCIA. So Ryan, what is RCIA?
So I always get the question, is RCIA a process? Is it a program? What is it? And my predecessor and one of my mentors always talked about RCIA as a journey. And if we get in the theme of it's a program and there's a certain amount of hours that people need to complete, we miss the journey and the process. People that aren't baptized, people that have missed sacraments are on this journey to encountering Christ. And it's not a strict rubric of following rules and following a certain textbook. It's more of a journey.
Okay, so who would you recommend be in RCIA?
If I had it my way, if I was Pope Francis or Pope Ryan, because we don't have a Pope Ryan yet, so if I was Pope Ryan, I would drastically change it. I'd say every single parishioner should go through RCIA, whether it's a team member or whether they actually participate themselves and receive sacraments they're missing, because along this journey, you talk and break open Scripture in ways that most people never do on a day-to-day basis. But specifically who it's designed for two different types of people. Those that were baptized and then somehow along the way they missed sacraments. They either missed First Communion, they missed confirmation, somewhere along those lines. So those individuals that if you've been baptized, but it's been a while since you've been to a catechetical class, it's for them. And then also it's really also designed for those that have never been baptized. If you're a non-denominational or if you're a Jew or if you've just never been baptized before, it's the way that you enter into the church as an adult.
Oh, good. So me being a baptized Catholic and receiving all the sacraments, would I still be able to be a part of RCIA?
Absolutely. And in fact, you're instrumental, and you're better at it than I am. We all know that. But our community is what guides and steers us. So we have people that are parishioners, myself as a staff member, Father Mike, Father Ken, Deacon Tom. Everybody's involved in this process, and we need team members to come in and help lead conversations, to break open Scripture. And if you have a devout devotion to Mary and want to share that with the community, that's also something we're looking for. So really it's open for two folds of people, those that are receiving the sacraments and those that want to accompany and journey with those individuals who are receiving the sacraments.
Oh, good. So when does this start? How do you get involved in RCIA? When does the process you said start?
So the process is ongoing. Last year, for instance, we had 4 people confirmed and 4 people baptized. And they kind of came in all throughout the journey. So really we'll start up formally, if you will, in September. And we'll have different segments going on throughout the year. But you can come in at any time. We ask people to come forward early because we really want you to get ingrained in the community, build a little bit of a small group so that you can learn together. So it'll start up in September, but if somebody comes in late in November, welcome into the community. We'll have them catch up on what they've missed and really get ingrained as to what's going on.
Okay, so they can come in at basically any time. It's open for them to be able to come in and be involved. Good.
Exactly. And it's also, too, it's not meant to be you need to complete 20 hours worth of this and you need to do 10 hours of this. It's really about where are people at and how do we meet them where they're at, and so that Christ can meet them where they're at. So ultimately, when they reach Easter Sunday, they've encountered Christ, they've received the sacraments, and they're ready to go and proclaim the gospel to the next generation.
So as the parish community, are they instrumental in this process, or what role do they have?
Sure.
With RCIA?
So we've got people like yourself and other parishioners who are on the team that help steer conversations, ask questions, help explain part of Scripture, what it means to them. And then 2, we have people that pray for our candidates throughout the whole time. So you'll see mentions in the bulletin of who our candidates and who our catechumens are. And we ask constantly for the community to pray for these individuals. Likewise, we've got somebody who makes rosaries for our candidates and catechumens. So the community can be involved in just a wide variety of ways. If you're not somebody that likes to talk in a large group but want to write prayer cards, it's something as simple as that. But really, it's meant to be meeting these candidates and these catechumens where they are and carrying them on the journey to Christ.
So it's not just me and you, it's the whole community that brings them in.
You betcha.
And what does it take to be a team member of RCIA?
Can you walk? Can you talk? And even if you can't walk, we'll still take you. Do you have a sense of who Christ is in your life, and can you communicate that to somebody else? You don't have to have a doctorate in theology. That's just a big misconception. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't have a doctorate in theology, because you're going to talk about homoiosis and an iota of difference and all this stuff that really isn't going to impact who our candidates are. What I want from our team members is, do you know who Jesus Christ is? Has he impacted your life? And how can you share that with somebody else who's looking and searching for Christ? That's really what a good team member is. And you don't have to be vocal and expressive and grab a podium mic and start talking, but just be present and an authentic witness to those people.
And if someone wants to become involved in RCIA, how do they do that?
My phone number is all over the website, email, stop by the parish office, whatever works best, we're here.
And thank you for joining us for Café José.